y'all, welcome back to the DIY Entrepreneurs Reaction Show. We're going to be reacting to another Shark Tank pitch, so let's check that out. But go ahead and like the video now and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Let's check out this pitch.
Next in the tank is an indulgence with a modern twist.
Hi Sharks, my name is Sabina Lada. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I currently live in Los Angeles, California. I'm seeking $300,000 for 10% of my company, Deux.
Wow.
Over the past year, I've started taking fistfuls of supplements. Everything from zinc and elderberry to boost my immune system, to aloe vera and vitamin C for my skin, and even ashwagandha to calm myself down. I may seem like your typical LA health nut, but I love junk food. I mean, I grew up on this stuff. Introducing Deux, enhanced cookie dough packed with vitamins and functional ingredients. A lot of other raw cookie doughs are made with things like refined sugars and preservatives and animal byproducts. Our cookie dough is made with things like oats, almond butter, flaxseed, and coconut sugar. We've added in good-for-you functional ingredients. For example, this jar of chocolate chip cookie dough has the same amount of zinc as 3 pounds of chickpeas. This jar of brownie batter has the same amount of vitamin C as 5 whole oranges. We've made everything delicious, gluten-free, and vegan, especially for you, Mark. Now, Sharks, who's ready to invest and roll in some dough?
What are we trying?
Sharks, in front of you, we have our 4 flavors of cookie dough. You can eat them raw, straight from the jar, or you can make ooey gooey cookies. So we've got some cookies for you as well.
I've never been a cookie dough.
So there's 110 calories.
Robert don't like it.
Yeah, I would say about that size. We're not really calorie focused. We're focused more on the clean ingredients.
That's obvious.
Are you a food person? How did you come up with this?
So my parents are immigrants.
Do they got gold spoons?
My mom was born in Pakistan and my dad was born in India. My dad didn't have much of an education, and he kind of saved up enough money to buy a gas station, and he lived there. I mean, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, like, it's a grind.
Wow.
And you know who else lived there? This girl. And so I had all of my meals in that gas station on the weekends. You know, Oreos for breakfast, honey buns for lunch. I would make Kraft mac and cheese in the microwave for dinner. So no surprise, after college, my first job was working at one of the biggest food and beverage CPG companies in the world. But I was going through kind of a health transformation myself, and it was just at odds. So I got out of food and beverage completely, and then I went to venture capital. I knew I was entrepreneurial by nature, so I wanted to learn the startup world.
And when did you launch Deux?
I concepted Deux in June of 2020. I launched
so you're brand new.
Brand new.
Oh, wow, okay.
But my numbers will tell you otherwise. We did 70K from October to December, and we've done 630K in revenue.
What?
Thus far.
Good for you.
And we're on track to do $1.2 million this year.
People like cookie dough, huh?
And we just got approved at Whole Foods this morning, literally like 3
Oh.
hours ago. I know.
How many Whole Foods are you going into?
So it's about 40 stores, and then
what are they going to sell it for, and what are you selling it to them for?
And what does it cost you?
So it cost us $3.70 to make, landed at our fulfillment center, and we charge $15 a jar online.
$15
A jar?
Wow.
Is that a premium?
It is. It's a premium.
Definitely.
How much money have you raised?
I raised $1 million.
Wow.
Wow. What valuation?
Cookie
At
dough?
a $6 million cap.
Whoa.
Good for you.
You are
Nice work.
You know how to raise money.
You know how to sell.
Sabina, 13 years, you're probably one of the most impressive entrepreneurs that stood on that carpet. I wish you all the success in the world. You're incredibly impressive, but I don't like sweets. I got to really want to try and eat the product, and I eat
Cookie
everything.
dough? I'm still
This isn't
shocked
for me.
at that.
I'm out.
Thank
How
you.
many of y'all like
I
cookie
appreciate
dough?
it.
When I look at this, I would love to have it be even healthier because that's just where my mind goes as a consumer. So it's not really the right match, but I think you've done a good job of what you've done. I wish you good luck, but I'm out.
Thank you.
Sabina, there is so much to admire about you. My parents immigrated from India. I felt so close to you when you told that story. What do you think your father would think of you right now, following this entrepreneurial dream and on Shark Tank?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to get choked up. I think he would tell me I'm crazy probably because he did it because he had to do it, and I do it because I get to do it. And so he'd probably think I was crazy, but he would be, over the moon.
I bet you he's extremely proud of you.
Thank you.
And you are living your version of the American dream. I would love to back you, but I'm an internet guy.
Yep.
I realize that this just really isn't for me. I'm out.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Nira.
I too was very impressed, but at the end of the day, I don't eat this kind of food anymore. Now
Yeah.
I'm not a kid, and now I have to care.
Well,
So-
I would say, with all due respect, you're not exactly the target consumer.
Why?
So-
I get it, but
No.
I
You're
am
old,
But
but I
that's
am.
not what I was trying to say.
I wouldn't want to
I am
say
the
that. She
target
said, I don't know if
investor.
that's the
point,
right.
and I'm just telling you,
That part.
I'm investing, and I'm sorry. I'm not.
He said
I
I could be
appreciate
a
it. Thank
target
you.
investor, though. I don't know if I would have said that, though.
Sabina,
Because it really
on
don't
one
matter.
hand, look, we're not your demo, but at the same time, the calories are the calories, and too many kids gaining too much weight is still a real problem in this country. If there was something here that I could hang my hat on to say as an alternative, I'd probably go for it because I think you're incredible. But it's not there, so for those reasons, I'm out.
I guess just one thing before
Sure.
we wrap up. This is the culmination of my career. There is no other person that is more set to scale a business like this than me.
Sabina, you are super impressive.
Thank
I
you.
think
Sabina, you had a problem reading the room.
Who?
And that's one of the challenges when it came to you. Whether it was a comment to Kevin, we're not your demo because you were very clear. But you got to read the room to at least try to make us feel good about who we are and investing.
It must have been
Again, I'm
some
not
more.
trying to rip on her,
I
right?
don't know.
I'm just telling her.
I don't know if that's fair, Mark. I think
Maybe it may
I
not
think
be
she
fair. I'm
read
just
the
telling you
room.
what I felt.
No, I'll take that
Well,
feedback. Yeah,
you
I
you can
appreciate
have your opinion. I can look at a product I may not like, but I respect the
Oh
person
no, I think
and
she's
the
phenomenal. I
entrepreneur.
think she's super smart, but it's more the product, right? I don't want to diminish you at all because you are phenomenal.
Sabina, I gotta tell you, I
He
just
just,
wanna-
Mark didn't, that was Mark. Mark just didn't like that comment. And it was kind of like, whoa, it don't really matter if the investor is the target or not. They got the money. He said, I'm the target investor. I just think that comment she made to Kevin I was taken back by it too. And I'm sure people on the panel was when she said, well, in all honesty, you're not the target market. Like, the baby said, I'm the target investor.
back you. I can guide you as the business grows,
Yep.
but I want to be completely honest. Don't come to me and tell me which of the products, or I can't add any value that way.
Yeah.
This is purely an investment in Sabina, and I think you're not going to fail.
I appreciate that.
I'll give you the $300,000 for 15%.
She only came in there asking for 10.
Knowing I would have to take a haircut.
I'm not going to negotiate with you.
You wanted 10.
Would you do $300,000 for 12.5% and meet me in the middle?
That's such
Every
a...
other person except you, I would almost be insulted by a counter like that. I mean, it's so trivial.
I promise you that was my first thought. She came in there asking for 10%. He offered 15. She's going into 12 and a half. She penny pitching now with the likes of Robert based on what he just said. But I guess I've always said, always present a counter offer. But with that type of offer, I don't know. Because it could have been, now that I put on my other hat, that was a good comeback counter. It just seemed nitpicky. I don't know.
But let's reset. $300,000 for 15%. That's my offer.
Mark, it's something about Mark. He don't like her.
Would you do 10% and 5% advisor shares?
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I wanted to believe in you. Sometimes you make a bet because your heart tells you one thing. I didn't want you to leave without a deal, but I also believed in you in the business.
All right, I'll take it.
No, I'm not going to do it. Whoa. I'm not going to do it. I wanted to do it, but you don't need me as much as I wanted to invest in you. I mean, I don't. I'm not trying to be difficult with you. I would have been happy to mentor you. But when you keep negotiating me down, I mean, I just, like, I can't do it.
Offer.
You're going to be fine.
Congrats.
Best of luck.
Thanks.
Congrats on your progress.
Dang! You know, sometimes things like that makes me think that they could have been intimidated. Not so much intimidated about her. I don't want to. It's so. That was jarring. That was kind of like, it sounded like he was gonna go, you know, with her. He did state up front that, I don't know about this Deux company. This is an investment to you. I want to invest in you. And it may be because of what she showed them. They kept raving about how well she knew her stuff and how good she's going to be. And based on her background and her experience, it seemed like she knows what she's doing. But right in the end, she said, "Okay, I'll take it because of a counter." This is, because at first my and I'm sorry I'm going back and forth, but initially when she first reacted with that counter, that 12.5 counter percent, I thought that was kind of nitpicky. And then he came and said that's so trivial. And then she went into saying, okay, I'll do it. But then he said, I don't want to do it now. What happened? I don't understand, but man, that was tough. I'm just kind of really taken aback by that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I want to hear y'all your comments and stuff. So tell me how y'all feel about this pitch in the comments, because I think that was dirty that what Robert did, because she was still willing to give the 15%. But I guess you kind of see when people are talking, you could kind of set up your mind for how much work is going to take to work with them. Myself as a service provider, as people are talking, I could kind of gauge, okay, I need to be real hands-on with this person, or I could gauge where this person, you know, knows what they want and I'm able to deliver on that premise. And so sometimes maybe the conversation, because of course we know that we didn't hear all of the whole pitch, but maybe in the questions and just her feedback and some of the things that she was saying, he was like, oh, you're going to take a lot of energy for me to work with. So I'm finding if you nitpicky over 5% when you know you need this help, I could kind of foresee it's going to be a lot of work with you. So, you know, I changed my mind. That's probably what he was thinking. But again, I think I'm rambling. Anyway, that was a nice pitch. I would love to kind of check up on her in a couple of months and just see how Deux is doing or what she's doing, to see if she moved on to something or if she actually got some investors. She said she got $1 million in her first funding round. So, again, thank y'all for sticking around and watching me ramble. But that pitch was pretty, I don't know what to say about that pitch, but go ahead and like the video, and thanks for watching. See y'all next time.